So, what did you do this week?
This week, I completed my pitch script for next Friday. I completed my schedule for the entirety of the project, as well as updating my WordPress site so it matched the FMP a bit more and made it a bit easier to navigate. The first thing, I started this off by, of course, writing the pitch script. When I'm writing the pitch script, I primarily focused on what I wanted to achieve in the project. I I guess I finalized the concept to in a format that is a lot more understandable. So this is what the concept is. This is why I wanted to do the concept, and this is how I think it's going to work. So that's what I primarily did in the pitch. I had to make the pitch last for 6 minutes, and that meant I had to cut it down because my original cut of the pitch script was about 900 words. I ended up cutting it down to 600 words because I think that's manageable within the time frame. And I still need to film the pitch script, which I haven't done yet. But I managed to complete that this week, and it's to a standard where I'm quite happy with it. I think it covers everything I want to cover. I think it flows well, and I think it is exactly what I need for the filming production to edit all the images over it. What I also did this week was completing my schedule, which is something that I desperately needed to do, and to get that finally complete means I finally have structure around the entire project. I feel like I know when things need to be done, when they need to be done for, and that added structure has made me feel a lot more comfortable in the more creative and production aspect of the project, because I know that everything is sorted, everything has a deadline, everything is structured, and it just makes the entire project a lot easier to conduct now I've completed the schedule, like I did last week. One thing I intended to do this week that I didn't complete was the script overall for the actual product, which now I think about it, considering how much research I'm collectively doing over the weeks, I probably won't get that to 100% finish until the day, maybe about a week before I actually edit it. So I started to realize that's a bit of an unrealistic goal. So I'm going to collect the research and compile it into... I've already started drafts of the script, but I'm going to compile all the research until the final big, that is the script I'm going to use. So that is what I intend to do with that. I also finished the project proposal this week, which is just obviously the project proposal. It's about 400 words in total, just the concept, the backstory of the concept, rationalizing all the project up to this point and how they've helped me with it, and eventually how I'm going to evaluate the entire project, which is of course this interview format I have going on here. So I completed that. And I think, yeah, that is all I have really done this week, beyond updating WordPress. My WordPress site originally was a lot harder to navigate. However, I've added a lot of subcategories, and these subcategories have just made it a lot easier to zero for the moderators to click on my FMP and know exactly what they want to find and where to find it. So that is what I've done this week.
So, what could you do to improve?
I definitely don't think the WordPress site is to the standard I want it yet. There's definitely a lot more that can be added. It definitely could look visually more appealing. I think it looks a bit drab at the current moment. And whilst that isn't the most important part, is the presentation obviously gets you more marks, it matters. So that is definitely something I'm looking to improve. My schedule, I might alter my schedule slightly as certain commitments and family commitments might change the dynamics of when I can get certain things done. So my schedule might have to be improved a little. But beyond that, I'm very happy with my pitch script. I wouldn't improve that at all. Next question.
What do you hope to do in the future?
In the future, oncoming weeks, I definitely plan to having completed filming my pitch by next Friday, so I need to get on that. I plan on starting filming for that as soon as I get back into school on Tuesday, and then edit that throughout the entirety of the week. Considering I want that to look very professional. I want to add a lot of imaging. I want to add a lot of graphics. I want that to be very smooth pitch that really just links up and connects well with the final project. I want you to be able to look at the pitch and look at the final project and be like, yep, I can see exactly how that matches up with what you intended to do. So that's what I plan to do there. I also plan to just get more research done. I've always been getting more research done, but I definitely plan to do a little bit more of that. And I also plan on just changing flat out the theme of my WordPress site. I really want my WordPress site to have a nice visual pop and flair that I just don't think it has at the moment. And those are all the things I want to have done in the oncoming weeks. I was going to set a deadline for them. The pitch script obviously has to be done for next Friday. But the WordPress site, in the next 2 weeks, I want to have that looking to a standard where I can say, I can just upload the work and feel perfectly comfortable with it, not feel like it's a bit jarring or a bit jumbled. And that is what I plan to complete in the oncoming weeks. And that is the end of Audio Vlog 2.